Hi everyone, I haven't made a video in a while and I'm very happy to be making one today. I got a great camera thanks to my friend Keita. This is a very important topic that almost no one is talking about when they talk about anti-aging, and almost no one is talking about when they're talking about healing all kinds of stuff, is enzymes. Enzymes are central to anti-aging. Enzymes are central to healing a lot of stuff. All right, 27 years that I've been teaching nutrition and having nutritional clients. And the most amazing enzyme I'm going to start with first. So I'm going to let it focus on that. This enzyme from this company, this guy walks into the store where I happened to be working one day, and he's like, yeah, I got cancer and it's diagnosed malignant. And I said, have you heard of pancreatin? Because I've heard that taking 10 of these babies a day, pancreatin, and a lot of vitamin C is really helpful, right? I didn't see the guy anymore. And I mean, this wasn't a client of mine, it's just some random guy in the store. I saw him a month later and he looked good. Like he didn't look sick, because the first time I saw him, he looked sick. He looked gray. He didn't look well. And he said, yeah, I was taking 10 of those things a day, and in a few days, my painful lump wasn't painful anymore. And then about 3 weeks later, he had no lump. So his oncologist said, get this, all right? His oncologist said, yes, your cancer's gone, but it has nothing to do with any supplements that you took. Now, pancreatin has been used against cancer since the 1800s. Now, let's say you're thinking, I don't care about cancer, whatever. Pancreatin is a very strong enzyme, which is anti-aging. So modern humans, civilized humans, eat cooked food, right? You might have a salad with your food, you might have a fruit with your meal, but 80–90% of your calories are cooked. Cooked food has no enzymes, none. Enzymes are deactivated when you cook a food, right? Pineapple has a lot of enzymes. If you can it, or you get pasteurized juice of pineapple, there's zero enzymes. Milk has a lot of enzymes, but what if you pasteurize it? There's zero enzymes. How does Health Canada check if milk has been pasteurized? Very easy. They test the milk for the presence of enzymes. If there's enzymes in the milk, then it hasn't been pasteurized properly. If it's been pasteurized properly, there's zero enzymes in the milk. When you take enzymes internally, this is one of the many bullshit pieces of information that they taught us when I was getting my Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and updating my Bachelor of Science in Nutrition. It's like, well, if you take an enzyme orally, it's just broken down into amino acids and absorbed, so you can't absorb enzymes into your body. Like, your body just makes all the enzymes you need. That's wrong on 2 counts, and it's so wrong that it could cost you your life. Enzymes are absorbed internally. That's why when people take pancreatin like this, people tell me stuff like their cyst goes away, their lump goes away, their bump goes away, their tumor goes away. I had this one lady with, like, her legs would swell every day, and so, like, in the morning her legs were cool, then by the nighttime her legs were swollen every day. She took 2 pancreatin and her legs did not swell at all. How is it going to affect her legs if it didn't go into her circulation? Not to mention the shitloads of research which are published showing that orally taken enzymes go into the tissues and have effects within your tissues. I've been taking enzymes since I was about 24, and that was 25 years ago. I take pancreatin really heavy, about 1 week every month, but I rotate. So sometimes I'll take bromelain, which comes from pineapple. This is another very good bromelain that I was happy with. Again, that comes from pineapple. So enzymes are things which are supposed to be in our food. Every animal on this planet eats their food raw, except for our animals, our dogs and cats, that we feed them cat food and dog food, which is cooked, right? And they get all fucked up, okay? They get fat, they get diabetic, they get arthritis. Have you seen a fat diabetic lion or wolf in the wild? You won't see it. Like, animals that eat everything raw, their enzyme levels stay high their whole life, and then they croak, Okay? Human beings, we're born with a high level of enzymes, which goes down, down, down as we age. So a person in their 70s, you can measure some enzymes in their saliva that are 20 times less. So they have 5% as much enzymes in their saliva as a baby or a young child. So you're born with a high level of enzymes, but you can get those levels of enzymes back up again. Now, I had a client, and I recommended to him a product like this. Now, this one has pancreatin, well, let me get this right, pancreatin plus enzymes, plant enzymes. He had brutal reflux, very bad. And he said, don't tell me to change my diet. I got no time to change my diet. I'm going to eat a big dinner because I don't have time to eat all day. So don't tell me to change that because I don't have time. And I'm like, okay, take 3 or 4 enzymes with your dinner. The guy did, and his reflux, which he had every day, he had reflux, like burping back, getting heartburn, discomfort when he's trying to sleep and he feels the food coming back up. In that first day, he had no reflux. Can you overdose on enzymes? No, you can't. Okay, you could take like the whole bottle, take the whole thing, and you could do it again an hour later. You might get a tummy ache, but it's not toxic. There is no known toxic level of enzymes. Now, I heard some guy on YouTube, an older white guy like me, saying that, oh, you shouldn't take enzymes because you'll get dependent on them. You should make all your own enzymes. And that's the problem, is we're making our own enzymes. We're giving them up from our body into our gut to digest all this cooked food, and we're depleting ourselves. So it's like saying you don't get a dependence on vitamins. Well, hello, you need vitamins to be alive. You need enzymes to be alive. When you run out of enzymes, you die. It's simple. Enzymes are life. Enzymes are alive, and they are irreversibly killed with heat. Freezing, they more or less survive, but heat, they don't survive. So that's my little blurb on enzymes. And I do rotate because I like the idea of rotating. Another very good one I had is this one here. So this one has no bromelain, and it has no pancreatin. So it has other plant enzymes. What they really mean by plant enzymes is that they're from fungus, but plant sounds better than fungus. But I rotate so that I'm not always having pancreatin, I'm not always having bromelain. But bromelain does not digest starch. Pancreatin digests proteins. It digests starch. It digests fats. So it's a very broad spectrum one. A plant enzyme like this would also digest proteins, fats, and starch, but it wouldn't be as strong. Pancreatin is the strongest enzyme that you can get. They squeeze it out of a pig's pancreas. I don't eat pork because, I always kind of thought the Muslims and the Jews and the Rastas, they can't all be wrong. But when you look at Dr. Diadama and his work with blood types, pork disagrees with every human blood type. So I don't eat pork. But this is not pork, this is the enzyme squeezed out of a pig pancreas. And I've had good feedback from Jewish people and Muslim people that I recommended to. And I'm like, hey, it's from a pig. In Islam, in Judaism, if something is medicinal, you can make that exception. And these are people that really needed the medicinal effects of pancreatin because it's anti-inflammatory, really promotes healing. It's amazing against allergies. Definitely strengthens your immunity. So that's my blurb on enzymes.